Good morning and welcome to this week's Wednesday with Worbis. We're here at the Board of Education. I want to give you an update on some of the MAPS 2 projects that we haven't talked about yet. There's 4 of them we're going to talk about today. The first one I want to talk about are the intercom systems. That was part of MAPS 2. We've got the quotes on that. The board has approved it, and that should start within a week or two. And every single building will get a brand new intercom system. Some new speakers were needed, but those systems are so old that we got to where we couldn't work on them anymore. So those are going to cost roughly about $300,000. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. The next 3 things, the ones that won the bid for those are United Systems, and we have Braden Pickett. Many of you remember Braden. He was a student. He's a Bulldog. He graduated from Altus High School. He worked here at Altus, and now he works in Oklahoma City with United Systems. So Braden, tell us what your title is, and then we'll get into the different things that you're going to start with our MAPS 2 projects.
All right, so many of you remember me, like Mr. Worbis said. My title is Mobility and Solutions Architect with United Systems. I've been here since 2017. We've been around for over 30 years now, and been providing to K-12 schools all over the state, including Texas and Arkansas, a little bit of Kansas too. But once I came into everything here, obviously Altus came with me. We had been a long time customer of United Systems before. But now we're continuing that relationship on. First thing that we've started working on here at Altus was the phone system. The phone system was added, I believe, in 2009, and it's been updated over the years, but it's fallen into a state that needs to be updated, so upgraded rather. So we've got new handsets coming for all the staff in office areas, as well as soft phones that are optional for the administrators. All that, of course, ties into the intercom system just as well, and will function all in one system there.
Roughly, when are y'all going to start the changing out of the phones?
Phones we intend to arrive here in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So really, as soon as they come in, we'll be working site by site to go ahead and just roll those out. It won't necessarily be a hard cutover date for the whole district because it's the same brand. We'll be able to just move one user over at a time, over one building over at a time, and we'll probably even do it during just normal business hours and just have 2 phones for one person. And as soon as all we have to do is just swap them out on the desk.
Awesome. The phone system, if you're familiar with ours at all, it's been a long time coming. We really need those, so we're excited about getting that done. Next area let's get into are the access points to the buildings. So tell us that process and what that entails.
So several years ago, we added the secure vestibules to keep the offices, or to keep the hallways secure from the outside so that someone has to check in at the office. Traditionally, that's just been done with a release button in the office area. But there's been a need for some of that to be advanced where teachers can ingress into the building and also add other doors to that system. So Jared Conradi here is our physical security solutions manager, and he has a little bit more information on the access control system as it stands.
Yeah, so our goal is to create secure entry points into each of the buildings in multiple locations around the building to help with staff entry. So what we'll do is we'll issue fobs to each one of the staff people that should have access into the building, and they'll be able to get in by just presenting that to a reader on the outside of the door, and that will allow us to safely get your staff in and out, and also set up schedules to where the doors can unlock on a schedule when students are coming in to help with the students entering the building.
Awesome.
Additionally to the entry into the building, no matter what entry point they can use around the building, there's some integrations that we can do to tie in to automatically disable the alarm system, so you don't have to rush into the building to the front office to turn off the alarm. It would all be tied into this single system where all you have to do is present one fob to the reader outside.
Awesome. So tell us roughly when that process is going to start, how long it's going to take, and then maybe some people don't know what a key fob is.
Right. So I believe all the equipment is supposed to be arriving here in this next week or two. We've got guys down there cabling already at primary school and early childhood, and as they continue on, they'll do the junior high, the high school, and work their way back down from there. The system's already installed at the intermediate school as well as elementary school. So it would be an expansion of those systems. So if you're a staff member at one of those schools, you're already used to it, you'll just be getting a few more doors added to that system.
If you recall, those two sites were done with the bond money. When the bond passed, that was part of the bond issue.
Correct. And right now there's also a mix of credential types. Credentials are going to be your access cards to get into the building, and the little key fob that attaches to your key ring. On this new project, we are completely changing those cards out in favor of key fobs. So it'd be just like a key ring for your car, and that single token can get you into whichever building you belong in. So if you're a coach and you need access to part of the high school and the junior high, that single fob will get you into both sites. Same with the gyms, auditorium, all the facilities across the district.
All the different technology that we're talking about, the intercoms, the phones, the access points, and here in a little bit we're going to talk about the cameras. The people that need to know how to use those, we're going to have training for that, so don't worry about that if you're worried about it. They're going to supply training for everyone so that it's a smooth transition. So tell us about the security cameras. Again, we have those at 2 of the sites because of the benefit of the bond, and now we're going to add those to the rest of the sites. So tell us about those, what all they entail and what they can do.
So we've chosen the unified product from Motorola Solutions. It's called a Vigilon. It's tied in with access control as well as the video management system to record all the video footage from all the cameras that you've seen. Like Mr. Warvis said, the system's already installed at the elementary and intermediate school. It would be a full expansion to all the other sites. That video system has outside coverage as well as interior coverage. All the parking lots are covered as well as playgrounds. And any events that happen on the school grounds should be covered.
In addition to those areas, I believe we've also going to add cameras to the Ag Barn south of the junior high as well as Kiwanis Park that are currently not being covered.
That's right, and the great thing about the Vigilon platform is how user-friendly it is. I know your staff is going to be really impressed with how intuitive the user interface is and how easy it is to find the video that they're looking for, especially with the next generation analytics that are built into the video that allow you to look for specific people and cars based on color of the car and what kind of clothes they're wearing. We can identify people a lot quicker than the old platforms.
Awesome. What's the time frame on when we might start and how long it'll take to get finished with the cameras?
Again, the cabling has already started for the system, so within the next 4 to 6 weeks, we should have most all the sites cut over to the new system and be able to begin training.
So it sounds like all 4 of the different things that we're doing will all be done before school's out, before end of May.
Right, that was our goal, to try to stay out of the way of any of the cleaning crew and maintenance personnel. There'll be waxing floors and everything in the hallways.
Awesome. Yeah, and also this summer we'll be redoing all of our restrooms, so it's going to be a real busy time. Thank you guys. Thank you, Braden and Jared, for sharing your knowledge with the faculty and staff. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more information about MAPS 2. And as always, may God continue to bless Altus Public Schools.